Hi everyone, Mr. Campbell House here. Today I'm going to show you my relatively inexpensive 10 gig networking setup as well as explain reasons why you may want one for yourself. Why 10 gig networking? Even without multi-gig internet, there are several reasons why you may want 10 gig networking in your home, including file sharing or, as shown in one of my other videos, the ability to get more speed than advertised out of some 1 gig internet plans. Depending on your wants and needs, you can do multi-gig across your full network or target it only where it's needed. Now let's see the various pieces of equipment that you will need to implement 10 gig speeds across your network. The starting point of most home networks is an internet connection. Here are 3 different network configurations I've tried. While my results are using Google Fiber, you may likely experience similar results using other carriers. On the left is Google Fiber's 1 gig plan using gigabit networking. I've experienced that it is not uncommon for 1 gig plans, both cable and fiber, to deliver greater speeds when paired with multi-gig equipment as shown in the middle. Notice the 20% increase in speed with no extra monthly cost as the result of using multi-gig networking equipment. Make sure to check out my other video on this topic if you're interested. On the right is my current 2 gig Google Fiber plan, which features 2 gigs down, but unfortunately only 1 gig. Of course, if you want to use multi-gig internet speeds, you will need a modem that is capable of connecting to both your ISP and your router at multi-gig speeds. As shown in another one of my prior videos, I'm using Google Fiber's included modem router combo in bridge mode, allowing me to connect the 10 gig RJ45 port on the Google provided modem into my router. The router is the backbone of any network. I'm using the Ubiquiti Dream Machine SE. I have my internet connected to the built-in 2.5 gigabit RJ45 WAN port. If your router doesn't have a multi-gig RJ45 WAN port, but does have an SFP Plus WAN port, such as the UDM Pro, you can use a 10 gig SFP Plus to RJ45 adapter to accomplish this task. Your switch may have enough multi-gig LAN ports to satisfy your needs, but if not, you can use a multi-gig switch. I'm using the Ubiquiti USW Flex XG for this task. I really like this little switch. Make sure to check out my other video in which I compare and contrast it to a similar MikroTik 10 gig switch. I have mine connected to my UDM SE using an SFP Plus to 10 gig RJ45 adapter. An important note for anyone using the UDM SE or UDM Pro, the onboard 8-port switch shares a single 1 gig uplink to the multi-gig WAN ports. So even with the multi-gig internet connection, those 8 ports 1 through 8 will be limited to gigabit WAN speeds. You will want to use ports 10 and 11 to ensure that you're experiencing your full WAN speed. To get the highest speeds to your supported mobile devices, you'll need a multi-gig access point. I'm using the Ubiquiti U6 Enterprise, which is connected to my Flex XG with a 2.5 gig uplink. As you can tell from this terrible photo of my ROG Ally, I'm able to get speeds greater than 1 gig even over Wi-Fi with this network setup. Even if your access points are not multi-gig capable, you can still improve your network by ensuring that each access point has a full speed uplink using a multi-gig switch. Doing this prevents different devices on different networks or access points from being bottlenecked by a shared connection. Lastly, and most importantly, you will need clients capable of handling multi-gig speeds. I was somewhat fortunate in that my gaming computer's motherboard has a 2.5 gigabit RJ45 port on board, but I still wanted a faster connection to my NAS and the rest of my network. I accomplished this by purchasing some SFP Plus cards for my NAS and gaming computer to give them 10 gig speed. The cards I purchased are meant for use in high airflow servers, so I modeled and 3D printed my own custom cooling shrouds for them. I use a 10 gig RJ45 adapter in my gaming computer and a fiber module in my NAS. If you're interested in this topic, let me know down in the comments below as I'm considering making a video detailing this in the future. Whether you want multi-gig networking for faster internet, local file sharing, or simply to rip the fastest iPerf3 benchmarks you can, there are many benefits to multi-gig networking. As shown, you can upgrade your entire network or only specific parts as needed. Initially, I was able to connect my computer to my router at 10 gig speeds for less than $100. I later expanded to a 2.5 gig access point for a few $100, and then a little 10 gig switch a little while after that. If you have any questions about how you can do a multi-gig network, or if you have a video idea or request, feel free to leave that down in the comments below. This has been Mr. Campbell House. Thanks for watching.